we are going to start exercise 6.2. So before starting the exercise, there is a topic which is a squaring number. So how do we have to find the square of a number? We have to say here by distributive property we have to find, and there is a question which is the first question of 6.2. So let's start the 6.2 exercise. The first question of the question number first is 32. We have to find the square of 32. So as we can see here, we can write 32 like 30 plus 2. The expanded form of 32 is equal to 30 plus 2 and the whole square of it, because here the square of is 32, that means 30 plus 2 is converting to 32 and the square of whole. Now as we know the square of whole is there, that means we can write it 2 times. Okay, so 30 plus 2 into 30 plus 2, that's why it is when we solve it, it will convert it to the 30 plus 2 whole square. Okay, now as we know that the distributive property, each term which is inside of the first bracket will be multiplied to the each term of the second bracket. So 30 will be multiplied with 30 plus 2. Okay, 30 will be multiplied with 30 plus 2. Now plus 2 will be also multiplied with 30 plus 2. So from here 30 will multiplied with 30, we get 900. Now 30 will multiply to 2, now we get 60. Firstly 30 will multiply to 30, then again 30 will multiply to 2, so we get 60. Similarly 2 will multiply to 30, we get 60, and 2 will multiply to 2, we will get 4. Now add all these numbers. 900 plus 60 plus 60 plus 4 is equal to 1024. That's all the question of first number. Now second number is quite similar like as before we have done. So 35 square is equal to 30 plus 5. We can write 30 plus 5. So 2 times also we can write here because there is a square. Now 30 will be multiplied with the second bracket, and 5 will be multiplied with the second bracket. Now same the distributive property, 30 will multiplied with 30, we get 900. 30 will multiplied with 5, we get 150. Now 5 will multiply with 30, we get 150, and after that 5 will multiply with 5 is equal to 25. Now add all these numbers, we get 1225, and rest of all the questions are quite similar like this one, so you can do by yourself. Pythagorean triplet. Now we have to find the Pythagorean triplet of any number which is given in the question. So for example, we are considering that 3 square plus 4 square is equal to what we get after squaring the 3 square and 4 square. That means 3 square is equal to 9 and 4 square is equal to 16. When we adding both numbers, we get 25, and as we know that 25 is the square of 5. Okay, so what is a Pythagorean triplet? Here is a rule which is, or rule or theory, we can see that if we add the square of 2 numbers, if we add the square of 2 numbers, that means 9 plus 16, 9 and 16 are the square of 2 numbers. If we are adding them, we get a new number which is a perfect square. We get a new number which is 25, and 25 is a perfect square of another number. 25 is the perfect square of another number, that means 25 is a perfect square of 5. So 3, 4 and 5 are Pythagorean triplet. So 3, 4 and 5 are the Pythagorean triplet. That means if we adding the square of 3 and 4, we get the square of 5. So whatever the number we get after squaring the 2 numbers, so that particular number and these 2 numbers which is added together are formed a Pythagorean triplet. Here 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1 are forming a Pythagorean triplet. Write a Pythagorean triplet whose one member is. In this question, the Pythagorean triplet we have to find where one member is already given in the question, which is first one is 6. As we know that 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1 forms a Pythagorean triplet. So solution is that if we take m square minus 1 is equal to 6, we are taking m square minus is equal to m square minus 1 is equal to 6. So what will be the value of m? So minus 1 will be transferred from LHS to RHS from negative to positive and added with 6 we get 7. M square is equal to 7. So when the square will be transferred from LHS to RHS, it will gives the under root to the 7. That means we get m is equal to under root 7. It is not a integer. That means it is not a integer, means the value of under root 7 is not appropriate what we want. So here the value of m is not an integer. Okay. So what is integer? Positive and negative, combination of positive and negative numbers are integer. So it will be give the decimal value. So this is not an integer. Now we get m is equal to under root 7 when we are letting m square minus 1 is equal to 6. Now we are letting m square plus 1 is equal to 6. So we have to solve it. Plus 1 will be transferred from positive to negative and subtracted from 6 we get 5. And similarly the square will be transferred from LHS to RHS. It will give the under root to the 5. Here also under root 5 is not an integer because it gives the decimal value. Here also value of m is not an integer. Now we have only one option to let 2m. So let 2m is equal to 6. Now 2 is in the multiplication form, it will be converted to the division form and it will divide 6 by 3 times. We get the value of m is equal to 3 and here 3 is a integer. So when we get the value of m, we have to put the value in m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. So m square minus 1 is equal to value of m is equal to 3. So we are putting here 3 square minus 1, 3 square is equal to 9 minus 1, 9 minus 1 is equal to 8. So the value of m square minus 1 is 8 and m square plus 1. Similarly we have to found value of m is 3 square plus 1, we get 9 plus 1 which is 10. So one member is also already given in the question which is 6 and two members we had found which is 8 and 10. So therefore Pythagorean triplet is 6, 8 and 10. So that's all the solution of question number first. So now I am going to describe another way to find the solution or another way to find the Pythagorean triplet of a particular number. So this is the same question number first, but the method is direct. In the previous method you have to let m square minus 1, then it will give non-integer value, then you have to take m square plus 1, it also gives sometimes non-integer value. Then after at last you got the value of m, then you have to put the value of m in every terms like m square minus 1 then m square plus 1. Here this is the second method where you have to firstly let the number which is given in the question is equal to 2m. Directly you have to take 2m is equal to 6. Now 2 will be transferred and divide the 6 by 3 times. We directly get the value of m. Now put the value of m in m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. Same solution is there. This is the total last part of the previous method. So this is also correct, that was also correct. You can solve by yourself all the rest questions and both are correct. That means the marks will be given to you full and whatever the method you want to consider then you can. So this is the second method of this question and now the Pythagorean triplet is completed, hence our exercise 6.2 also completed. Now from tomorrow onwards we are going to start the next topics and exercise 6.3. Till then you have to solve each and every question because in 6.2 I am not describing each and every question. I left some question which is as similar I had described, you have to do by yourself. So complete all the questions, do by yourself, and if you understood our video, then if you understood then gives the rating, and if you do not understand then gives the comment for the feedback. We are working hard and we don't know you are watching or not, you are understanding or not. So for feedback which is helpful for us to make our classes as attractive as I can, or as much better as I can. So you have to give the feedback and solve each and every questions whatever I had described today. That's all for today. Thank you.